and I'm back with a new lesson on business idioms in use part 2. Well, we have dealt with some business idioms in the previous lesson, and we are going to continue with some more interesting ones. Well, let's look at the first one, which is the lion's share. We've all heard about the Lion King, the king of the jungle. So when we're referring to lion, we're automatically thinking of something really big. So therefore, the lion's share is nothing but the biggest share or the biggest part. So in business or when you are working, how do you apply the lion's share? You're talking about taking a larger credit maybe for your work, or maybe getting a larger part of the profit. So if I were to start a new product in the market, I could say something like, if I want the lion's share, I'm going to have to do the lion's work. So I'm going to have to do a lot of work to get a larger part or a bigger part of the profits that are available. So that's it for lion's share, okay? And then moving on to pipe dream. Well, what is a pipe dream? Well, we all know that dream is nothing but something that is not real. And a pipe dream, therefore, relates to being very unrealistic. You know, a lot of things that you see today because of the technology, because of advanced technology, couldn't have been nothing but a pipe dream maybe 20 years ago. I mean, we talk about, you know, speaking with somebody across maybe the continent, and you're talking with someone maybe in the America from, say, Japan, and you can chat with them live. But that was very unrealistic. That was close to being a pipe dream maybe 20 years or 25 years ago. But now, because of advanced technology, it is no longer a pipe dream. It is a very real thing. It happens. So you can also say a sentence maybe like, Joe always believes in the unimaginable. He lives in a pipe dream. So that's how you relate it to maybe your normal way of, you know, speaking, or maybe in the business terminology. And then you have plain hardball. Well, play. And then you have the word hardball. Well, what does it, you know, kind of strike when you think about it? Playing hardball is nothing but dealing with somebody or a situation in a very tough way. So when you have the word hard, it obviously means something very tough. So dealing in a tough way. It could be dealing with in a tough way with a person in your business, in your workplace, or with a particular situation. Now, suppose you have an employee who is kind of getting in the way of you making a good business deal. He's got a bad attitude. But then you say, no, we've got to deal with this person in a very tough way. So you say, if this person comes in the way of, you know, getting our deal done very well, we will play hardball. Meaning, if this person comes in the way of our getting our business done, we are going to deal with this person in a very tough way. So you mean that you're going to take very strict measures against him, like maybe, you know, making sure that he does not do anything like that, getting legal things in place, and basically just being very strict and tough about people or situations. And then you have a power lunch. Well, lunch, we all know what lunch is. It all makes us go hungry. But what do you mean by power lunch? Does it mean that your lunch was powerful? You've got extra calories inside? No, that's not what I'm talking about. When I say power lunch, I mean that you are making a big business deal while you're on lunch. This idiom or this terminology called power lunch, this phrase, so to speak, is mainly used when we are talking about people, like top executives meeting their bankers, really big, the people in the big management, when they meet for lunch. And they're not meeting for lunch just because they want to have good food, just because they want to chat up on their personal life. No, they are meeting because they want to strike a big deal. They want to make a big business deal while they are having their lunch. So in a way, you could say that they are having lunch, or that they're meeting to have lunch because with the objective of making a good business deal. So therefore, their lunch is power-packed in the sense that their lunch consists of having a big business deal as a result of that meeting. So a sentence like, the top executives met their bankers in the best restaurant in town. That was really a power lunch. That's how you kind of relate it to the business environment. And then you have push the envelope. Okay, when do you push the envelope? A word like push, what does it denote? It denotes something that is, forced upon. It denotes something that is, meant to go beyond the limits. So therefore, an expression or an idiom like push the envelope means nothing but move beyond current limits. So let's look at it from a business point of view. Okay, you've got a company, you've got a business going on, and your sales for this month were maybe $30,000. Okay, but now when I want to push the envelope, I want to move beyond the current limits. So maybe my business was using, a certain number of employees. We were maybe using a certain number of resources. But now if I want to push the envelope, I want to move beyond the current limits. I want to get more profit by doing something extra. I did so much, but now I want to do more to get more. So therefore, I call that pushing the envelope or moving beyond the current limits. In other words, I could say that I'm really squeezing all my resources to do a very good job. And that's how you apply it to the business environment. All right, well, that brings me to the end of this lesson on business idioms in use. Well, I hope you keep practicing, because when you keep practicing these business idioms, you can use them while you speak, at work, or maybe just, with friends and family. I'll see you with some more idioms, with some new lessons. Until then, you take very good care of yourself.